Today, the Bridges, Roads, Buildings and General Services Authority, BRAGZA, hosted a customer service workshop at the Service Commission Conference Room. The workshop, which seeks to enhance the level of customer service offered by business houses here, was facilitated by Ina Walters, Alicia Brown and Edeline Scott. BRAGZA's Communications Officer, Roxanne Marshall-Millington, says when persons think of customer service, they think of providing a quality product or service that satisfies the needs and wants of a customer. But customer service means much more.
It means continued success by having the right mindset. It's being dedicated in delivering outstanding service to both external and internal customers. Ask just about anyone, and most will tell you that customer service isn't what it used to be. Some will say it's a lost art, while others will tell you it's completely dead altogether.
Marshall-Millington says it will be interesting to know what persons think about customer service here in most organizations.
Benefits of spending the time and making the investment in customer service training far outweighs the cost. Let us view today's customer service training as an investment in business versus an expense line item on the balance sheet. Customers treated well tend to stay. They spend more, tell their friends and colleagues to do business with you, and help drive you to the bottom line.
She says the overall goal of the workshop is to equip the participants with effective knowledge and skills to better analyze and execute good customer relations within their respective organizations.
One of the most important aspects of any company is customer relations. This is not easily achieved. It takes time to establish, and it requires investment if we want to deliver consistent standards. It is often said that every successful business continually creates a welcoming atmosphere that in turn will leave a great impression with our customers. This is accomplished by ensuring that employees understand the power of kindness and friendliness. Let me encourage you today to practice excellent customer service on a consistent basis, which will help the organization to grow in a way that provides an environment where courtesy, helpfulness, and a warm welcome are standard.
Minister of Agriculture Soboto Caesar says there is much room for improvement in poultry production here for 2014. Speaking at a media conference on Wednesday, Minister Caesar says he is anticipating a discussion in Parliament on poultry production during the upcoming debates on the budget estimates.
We continue to work with the local farmers, with the Poultry Association. I know that in recent discussions with the chief vet, we are on target in terms of meeting our demands for chicks. I am also in consultations with the ECGC in terms of the prices for feed, and all seems to be going well.
A new paper edition of a classic book on Vincentian history is now available to readers. We have more stories on the local scene after this break. Welcome back to the evening news. Last evening, a revised edition of the 1831 Charles Shepherd Classic, a historical account of the island of St. Vincent, was launched at the UWI Open Campus. Moderator of the event, Paul Lewis, says the new paper edition of the classic is very important and convenient, and promises to make the work more accessible to a larger number of readers.
There are also some subtle changes in the language which might make it more inviting, especially to younger readers. Shepherd's account, along with that of William Young, who wrote an account of the Black Caribs of the island of St. Vincent, 1795, are two of the foundational and influential texts in early colonial history of St. Vincent, and must be acknowledged, if even for that fact alone. Modern writers have certainly used information contained within the text, within those texts, modified it, dismissed it, but certainly used these works and others, including Brian Edwards, Thomas Cook, Edward Long, etc., to start a historiographical revolt which is ongoing and aimed at writing our history from our Caribbean perspective.
And in providing a review of the book, Dr. Adrian Fraser says the publication, along with that of Sir William Young's account of the Black Caribs, have shaped persons thinking about the Caribs and misrepresented their efforts to defend these lands.
In recent years, however, there have been works challenging what was in fact the planter's version, with its biases and ultimate goal of depriving the Caribs of their lands. I should also say that when I was asked to do this introduction, I didn't know who the publishers were. I'd never met them, so I was also very concerned about that, but we're able to get over that. Elsa Gouveia, in her historiography of the British West Indies, published in 1956, had described this work by Shepard as an exercise in ex parte history, meaning that it only dealt with one side, it was meant to promote one side. In fact, the work is dedicated to, and I'm quoting from Shepard, is dedicated to the survivors of the Carib War, the record of their services and of their departed companions in arms is respectfully inscribed, end of quote.
Meanwhile, in delivering the publisher's comments, Mark Edrick says Hobo Jungle Press decided to republish the book to afford the new generation the opportunity to learn more about the Vincentian history.
It occurred to me that since the book was out of print since 1979, it meant an entire generation of Vincentians is probably unaware that the book even exists. We decided we would republish the volume, not just as another facsimile. I don't know what we decided. Since the last page, there we go. But completely reset in modern type with easy-to-read tables and in an affordable paperback format. The result is here tonight, and I can say we're very pleased with the result. Finally, I would like to note that the timing for reissuing Shepard's history, though coincidental, fits conveniently with the current discussion about reparations that are taking place in the Caribbean. To that end, and so that as many people as possible have access to the book, we're making it available to read or download in PDF format on the Hobo Jungle website, which is www.hobojungle.org, which you will find on the back of the book. After tonight's preview, the book will be available on Amazon.com.
A young entrepreneurs session will be hosted here next week by the University of the West Indies Open Campus in collaboration with Youth Business SVG. The session will be facilitated by international speaker and social marketer Julian Hall of the United Kingdom and will take place on Tuesday, November 26th at the teleconference room of the Open Campus from 9 a.m. 10 young Vincentian entrepreneurs involved in emerging business enterprises will meet with Hall for half an hour each via Skype. Hall is expected to share his expertise and experience with the Vincentian entrepreneurs on how they can maximize the potentials of their fledgling businesses. Hall is the chairman of the Hall Business Group in the UK and is a best-selling author who specializes in helping companies, big and small, to meet and exceed their revenue targets using digital strategies.